What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. The day is here. We basically got Magic and Spidey, and it's going to be an epic month of December for Marvel Future Revolution, and there's a couple of reasons why. I'm not ashamed to say this. But outside of the fact that Magic is basically in the game and she actually looks, plays, and feels really cool, they did a number of improvements inside here. Like, for instance, Magic's costume right here that you have, it's free, absolutely free. Every player is going to get this 3-star Magic original. Well, it's not the original look, but it's like the, I guess it is her original look, but every player gets that. You are 100% guaranteed as a player to get that 3-star costume from just logging in and going to the event log and collecting it. It is available to everybody, and it is not even a bad costume. Of course, it's not going to be on the level of any of the regional pieces of gear that you could get. So a lot of players are going to hunt those instead. But it is still a very good costume featuring attack, defense, pierce, and along with defense, pierce, it's also going to have I meant to collect that on my Doctor Strange. But look at the rewards that we're getting this month. This is absolutely fucking amazing. So other than that costume, you're also going to get offered when you reach level 10, you're going to receive the ability to purchase this costume inside here, which is a 4-star Magic costume. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this costume totally not worth buying. Even though it has attack, defense, pierce, and basic attack skill level, the other one's going to be far better in my opinion, because it's going to give you one of her actual skill sets, which is Limbo. So unless you just really want to invest inside Magic because you plan on playing her, which I think a lot of players will do, to switch up, is going to be here. But I want to deep dive on this video specifically into a couple of things, and that's going to be Magic, not her build and stuff. We're going to do that in another video, and I want to delve deeper into the Marvel Mall, because I think that this is going to be the most impactful thing that's going to take effect in the game, and that's just the truth. It's 100% the truth. So let's take a look at that. Like, you know, good, bad, indifferent, I'm going to always bring you guys the truth. And to me, the thing that's going to have the most impact in this game is not, I repeat, is not going to be Magic that's in this update. The most impactful thing that's going to happen to this game, and I think, like, you know, we said it was planned, is that it's going to be the Marvel Mall and the effects inside the Marvel Mall. So there's a couple of things I want to point out to you guys. First of all, let's start out with the draw rates. They promise a draw rate increase in terms of an improved costume rate, and if you were to go inside here and check out the details on these, you'll notice that there is legitimately a draw rate increase inside here for these characters. 0.625% basically for you know, to summon a character, versus what you're basically looking at is 0.0312% for a character. So there is going to be improved draw rates inside the shop. Now obviously, like I said to you guys, for every new character, special character introduced, is that you're going to be battling against that. But you know, they did do what they said they were going to do in terms of improving it. But here was the biggest thing, and I pointed out to you guys before when they did the Eternals update, that the one thing we should not be seeing inside the shop, especially as players coming into a game, is that front row right there where we see featured and all says $44.99. It was $50 for every single thing that's in here. And whether they were listening to us, whether they saw my video, whether they saw other players' videos, something happened, because if you look at this, this is good treatment. This is good rewards. If you look inside here, basically we get the Magic 7-day completions, 5,000 crystal perk. Guys, it's $9 in order to accumulate 5,000 crystals over the course of 7 days. Yeah, that's crazy that they're going to basically give that away to players. 5,000 crystals over the course of 7 days. It's a really good sale. Like when I told you guys in the beginning, I said what you should be looking at in this game is dollar to value ratio, and basically making sure that your dollar is the equivalent of what they were giving you in game currency. These are one of those sales that you are basically looking at, that it is a dollar to value ratio 100% worth it. Even when I come across here and I look at the Magic 7-day completion reward, 7-day completion region costume box reward, you're basically accumulating 30 costume draw tickets, which is the equivalency of 1800 times 3, basically about a little bit over, little close to 5400 in terms of crystals. And then you know, you're getting 1650 crystals, so you're getting about 6,000 crystals worth here, along with a 4-star region costume box. Now obviously, you know, those 4-star region costume box, you're dealing with the constraints of RNG and so forth like that, but the ideas here is that you have a 4-star something, and you're going to at least, you know, pulling on this set, you're going to end up with some kind of goodies from these 5-star costume pieces, especially if you're playing as Magic. Now see, the incentive here is clear. They knew that they weren't going to give you the transmutation and Omega cards, right? And they knew that you as players and whales were going to want to push to get those costumes and not wait for the transmutation to occur, because realistically the regional sets are still going to be the better sets in the game, and with Magic sets inside the game, you don't really have a whole lot of reason to pull on her uniforms if you can convert them, because the majority of her sets have attack and defense pierce on them. So if you have like Hydra, if you have like, you know, Midgardia, Xandurf or whatever, you could literally roll those over and get an attack, defense, pierce, and, you know, whatever the skill set is on those costumes, and you won't need to do it, but you'd have to wait for the transmutation to be able to occur and deal with the you know, gold costs of trying to do it. But they know a lot of players, they know what players are going to do, especially the whale players. They're going to be like, nah, you know what, fuck it, I'll just roll on these costumes with these really good deals. I'm going to roll on a costume with these really good deals, and hopefully I get a really good costume, especially when the special costume shop is open over here. So if you look inside here and you go, costume shop, right? And you look at the details on these costumes inside here. Oh, steampunk. This is giving me arcane sword skill, soul sword class skill. Oh, this is nice, right? And you go inside there and basically you're looking at all these special costumes basically being available to you, and you can see like attack and crit rate, dark magic class skill, dark domain, that's really good. Her Midgardia is attack, defense, pierce, and dark magic skill. So you're gonna see all these costumes and you're like, well, they're giving me 30 tickets, I'm most likely gonna probably end up with a 4-star, I'm probably gonna end up with a 5-star, something like that, you know what I mean? So you're gonna take that gamble of doing that, especially at this price. There's not a reason a whale wouldn't do this. There's not a reason a play-to-play wouldn't do this. Maybe a free-to-play wouldn't do it, but if you're a free-to-play player that's excited about the introduction of Magic, you might just do it. Even when you get down over here and you look at, oh man, Magic 7-day completion for the special companion, get 30 tickets, you know, 16,000 crystals inside here. Maybe you don't really purchase this one because you don't care about the companions so much, especially the new companions. I'm not really that excited about the new companions, I'm being perfectly honest. Daredevil and Spider-Man, cool to see on the battlefield, but I'm not really feeling them as much that I necessarily feel like, yeah, I need to pull on this one. But there's going to be players that want to have those in their inventory regardless, and this is not bad. And then I get over here to the daily training membership. And so when Danny Koo basically said you could purchase more time, I don't think, you know, it feels like Danny Koo, when he's doing his chilling with Danny Koo sessions, even when he's bringing in creatives and developers and stuff like that, he's dealing with half a deck. Like, he's not really giving players the laydowns of stuff, and it's bad. So like I actually feel bad in terms of saying, you know, why are we paying for things? Because essentially when we look at the new login rewards, Danny Koo or the developers could have basically told us, no, it's 3 hours per week, but we're going to give you a ticket every day, and tickets are attainable from you playing the mission. That's not us buying tickets. Like, yeah, you could top off on tickets and stuff like that if you're, you know, a whale and stuff like that. Obviously they're going to institute those inside the shop. We knew that was going to happen. Everything else is in there as well, but this is a little bit different in terms of having that. So when we look at the daily training membership, we go, wow, hold on a second, you know, I'm getting 550 crystals up front, and then over the course of 28 days, right, 28 days, I'm getting 550 crystals up front, 2,800 crystals over the life of this, and every day I'm also getting another training time ticket. this is really good. So like you really can't complain about this. Like the one reward inside here is these daily training boxes, right? And when you look at what the daily training boxes are, they're not really giving you anything. So they're really just like, okay, but you do have the ability to possibly get, look, raid reward tickets and training time tickets from this box, along with some convergiums and things like that. Most likely, you know what you're going to end up with because of the numbers. The numbers are stacked in your favor to basically receive more training time tickets, right? So you're most likely going to end up with more training time tickets inside here, which is not a bad thing at all, especially if you have characters that you need to level up and you don't want to spend time doing them and you want to obtain new rewards. So this is a really good event because it's $9. Again, guys, it's $9, and the value that you're getting for $9 is basically equivalency. Like, take away the training tickets, take away the training boxes, and just look at the crystals on a whole. It's 2,800 over the course of 28 days, plus 550 instant reward. So you're getting about 3,300 something crystals like that. I'm bad at math, guys. 3,300 crystals for $9. That's insane value in terms of crystals. So this is definitely something that you want to take a look at and purchase. You can see that the daily training membership is also something that's looking to be new. And what I mean by that is something that you notice it doesn't have on here, like a 1-per-1 squad. So more than likely, this is looking like it's going to be something similar to the alpha memberships and things like that you're going to be able to purchase on a rotating basis. You know what I mean? So now you look at those initial rewards right there, and I would tell you as a player, you know, I want to go to free to play, guys. I want to go to free to play, and I got to tell you, these are looking pretty good. That's at least 18 plus 29 and 9, 18 plus $27. So you're looking at maybe like additional, you know, $44, $45, $50 inside here worth of supplies that you are actually going to purchase inside here. Now I'm going to be realistically honest with you guys. These other rewards inside here, not necessarily feeling that much, like the 2,000 crystals and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you need something to spend your crystals on, but you're basically RNG chancing some things here by purchasing 2,000 crystals. And the crystal packs are clearly meant to drive towards the free-to-play players who want to just build up things and acquire them over time. But these rewards are not really, how best to say this, they're not really going to, in my opinion, nobody who's not spending on the game and just purchasing crystals are worth spending money on these crystals here. Like, just not. I think the one thing that's inside this entire bundle, these bundles that are available for crystals, that's worth purchasing is probably this potential starter bundle. And that's because for these potentials inside here, especially if you're planning on playing, you know, a character like Magic, or you plan on stacking for future characters, this is the 1,000 potential reports inside here. That's a lot of potentials. You cannot deny the value in that. The special starter bundles, I don't really find any of these to be of value specifically because we don't know, you know, what those equate to, because it's still an RNG affair inside there, right? So not really my thing. Like, it's just what it is, right? So even like looking at some of these, the support box bundles, I can tell you I've taken a look at all of these and I didn't really find anything in here that was, you know, striking of value, you know, like outside of those initial ones. Nothing in these bundles over here were just striking a value that said, hey, you know what, you really need to purchase. I can see a lot of whales going in to purchase these things. There's obviously going to be guys who are like, oh, new week, time to top off, and you know, those are the players that are spend 10, 20,000. Shout out to you, Godslave. Shout out to Halfsin. Go check out their go check out their channels if you want to see the purchase of those things, because I could see those guys most likely paying, especially when they're basically looking down the barrel at these initial packs and they're basically like, hey, you know what, these are worth it. These are good prices for the characters. There's also another perk bundle in here that's kind of hidden away. I'm surprised that this also shows you that there was some sort of concerted effort, most likely by the Marvel Future Revolution devs, to kind of, you know, make that Marvel Mall look appealing to players. Because if you scroll across here for the player perks inside here, so you can see that daily training membership, that'd be great if that stood like that. So you're gonna end up having the daily training membership, the alpha future membership, the omega future membership, and then the premium future membership. Jesus Christ, that's a whole lot of fucking memberships. But basically, if you scroll on over here, you see the $44.99 magic bundle. And that's crazy because we're basically looking at, for $44.99, you're basically able to purchase the magic level achievement bundle, and you're able to collect, you know, tickets, crystals, and a 6-star core. Yeah, so basically when you hit level 100, right here you can see that you're going to acquire a 6-star core. Now, will this 6-star core box suck if you get an HP recovery, HP, something like that? Then yeah, it's gonna suck. But you know what, you're still getting crystals inside here: 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and then 7,750 crystals, basically for $44.99. Not to mention the 10 of each summon, so that's another value. So basically, this is like the equivalency worth value of about 150, like 15,000 crystals, basically, for the price of $44.99. This is a really good deal. This is going to be definitely one of those things to purchase. I would have loved to seen that they had did this for every single character. I actually wonder if they have. That would be great if they had. Like, you can see the squad rank up bundle was one of those tickets that I basically supplied. I'm at 190, so I get to claim those tickets. Thank you. Yay, I still got level 195 and 200 coming to me as well. So these are really good values inside here. Like, especially like I said, if you plan on switching over to Magic, this is really, really good. You really just cannot complain about these events at all. And then here goes something that I noticed that was inside here. I didn't see anybody talking about this quite yet, but we've got hidden away over here, and I don't know why they hid it, other than the fact that it's a relay pack. So inside Marvel Future Fight, we already have these relay packs, but this is really, really cool. Basically, for 99 cents, you basically get a crystal value bundle where it's like a 2 times value. So you can see right here, you basically pay for 99 cents, you buy 60 crystals, and then you can get 60 crystals back. So this kind of thing always lets you see how they evaluate your dollar, you know what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is that this gives you a good value for your dollar ratio, because basically 99 cents is $1, and you're basically getting to see that your $1 is worth 120 crystals. So basically you're getting more in value for your dollar, and that's really good. And so you can go along here and you can see it continues. $4, you get 245 crystals plus an additional 245 crystals, right? Going across, we can see $8.99 is going across, right? Going across, and it's going to increase and increase and increase all the way over to $89.99, where you're doubling up on the crystals. And so now for $90, you're basically getting double what the recharge rate inside the crystal shop is, because that's 1,000 crystals right there that you're getting. You see that? It's 1,000 crystals that you're getting for $90. Your dollar to value ratio is working out in here. So what I would love to see them do is go now inside here, because hopefully these sales kind of continue, and change these charge prices inside here, guys. Change them. I guarantee you players will be enamored about these price changes inside here, where you say, instead of 5,400 crystals, make that 1,000 crystals, make that 10,000 crystals, make those changes in there, so that way players feel like they're purchasing something, especially at the draw rates that you guys currently have on the shop. You started at year 4 crystal prices, you know, similar to like Marvel Future Fight. You started at year 4, year 5 crystal prices, when you should have been on these crystal prices in the beginning, and that's really good. So I'm going to give Netmarble their, you know, just due desserts, because I feel like this is absolutely 100% a great deal inside the shop. I'm not lying to you guys at all. I would love to sit here and pretend and tell you that it's not, you know, it's something that it's not, but I can't, guys. Now, there is some things that I want to address about some of the shop items that are pulling up still, and that's specifically, this is specifically talking about special offers that are coming up inside the game, specifically related to the Sinister Six. So I'm going to point out something to you guys before I dive deep into the Sinister Six in another video, and just warn you guys offhand, these are probably not going to be worth it to you guys. If you go inside the actual rewards for the Sinister Six invasion inside here, and you start to see these pop up, the Sinister Six crafting event ain't so great. it ain't so great. So remember, I said that to you guys. It ain't so great. So don't go ahead and purchase any of those rewards, because the crafting event, they changed it, right? So instead of a 4-star region costume, 4-star region costume selection box, we only get a 4-star region costume box for 1,000 crystals. And then instead of getting, you know, a 3-star special companion, you only get a 1-star companion inside of here. So that's 10 shards or some shit like that, right? And then you basically can craft 4-star Spider-Man No Way Home costume pieces, but really, is it worth it? And that's the question, right? Because if you look at the stats on these costumes, it's basically only improving 2 of your skills, not the classes. Is improving the skills: Spider Swing skill level 6, and then Webcraft skill level 6. So unless you're like an absolute fan of this for some reason, and you determine that you need a 6-star piece of this No Way Home, it's not as good as a regional gear, it's not as good as a special gear, and it's probably something that you should stay away from, especially considering the fact that they were so generous that they gave us the 1-star pieces. So simply just wanting to play your Spider-Man to look like that, you can do that 100% inside here. So it's pretty good, guys, pretty good. Up next, what I want to address is the Omega Pass. So Omega Pass is something that I've said to you guys plenty of times, you know, hey, good deal overall in terms of, you know, go ahead and put out if you're really looking at Spider-Man. The hard part that I'm finding about this one right here, I don't really necessarily like this skill. I think it could be very impactful, but I'm not necessarily like, I don't know, for me, for some reason, I'm not feeling a companion Spider-Man. Not at this point, you know what I mean? We already have Spider-Man play in character, so I'm not so hyped about a Spider-Man companion. So even when I look at the Omega Pass season rewards in here, understanding that these are more Sinister Six reward tickets that I'm basically being guaranteed, I'm not so excited about them, because I really don't have a reason to play Sinister Six Invasion at this point, right? Because unless I'm really geared up into trying to get the Spider-Man outfit, the Spider-Man companion, or any of those things, I don't really have a reason to go ham on Sinister Six Invasion. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a good thing. I'm not going to complain about it. I appreciate that they've made it in such a way this time that, you know, it's one of those things you can pick and choose from. There are some good rewards in here overall, and you guys see you're basically in a 1-star Spider-Man inside here if you do the upgrade, but I'm going to leave that for you to decide with your pockets how you look at that. I'm not so sure I'll purchase it this season. Most likely I will. I'm not going to fucking lie to you guys. Most likely I will. Just because, I'll give you guys my stance on things. When the developers are doing shitty, you vote with your wallets. When the developers are good, you vote with your wallets. That's the bottom line. That's economics, guys. Vote with your wallets at all time. If you like what they're doing, vote with your wallets. It says votes to them. If you don't like what they're doing, vote with your wallets. It says vote to them. So keep that in mind. I really believe that 100% inside there. They are giving away a shit ton of rewards for these events. I'm going to go over those in another video, but I wanted to give this video specifically to you guys so you can see what my thought process was on these specific rewards. Now, unfortunately, I would say that in the draw shop, I still don't see any reason for me to draw on companions, and even in the, you know, the costume shop, I don't really see anything inside here. They didn't release any new Omega cards, and there's no upgrade rewards for those, so I'm not necessarily feeling too bad because I only need the 1 card from here. And I'm still going to address the main elephant in the room, because obviously there's a shit ton of magics running around. Will I switch from my Doctor Strange to magic? I promise you guys right now, that's not going to happen. Now, I will 100% at this point, because of the training grounds and things like that, level all of my characters to 110 and max them out. But I can't, and I will not. The only character that will, like I've said to you guys over and over, there are 3 characters that they could probably introduce in this game at this point, which would get me to switch over completely. And these are non-villain characters, and that's Thor. If they released him as a character, I would switch over immediately. Black Bolt, if they introduce him, I will switch over immediately. And then Nova Richard Rider, not Nova Sam Alexander, Nova Richard Rider, I would switch over those immediately. Those are characters that are near and dear to me in terms of how I grew up reading comic books and what they introduced. I would switch over immediately. I would give heavy pause to a Ghost Rider being added to the game, and yeah. I would give heavy pause to whether I switch from a character to Ghost Rider, but those are characters that are near and dear to me from my time growing up reading comic books. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to remind you guys, please do me a favor, guys. I am so thankful that you guys helped me get to as many views on my channel as you have, that you have spent as many hours as you have watching my channel and the content that I bring you. It's always refreshing and reassuring to a content creator to see those numbers. What I would love for your guys' help with is helping me reach those milestones, those YouTube milestones in the new year. Help me hit this channel at 500. Help me hit this channel at 1,000. It's only thing it's going to do is help me facilitate, bring more content to you guys, and put me in a better place that I can continue making content for you guys and pushing the limits of the content that I create for you guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys done for me this year. I plan on bringing you more content before, you know, obviously for what we've gotten released so far. So if you like what's going on in the channel, please hit that notification button so that way you're notified when the channel updates content. And god damn it, hit that fucking subscribe button. All right guys, until next time, peace.